Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Arcadian, the number one dumpster tier gamer, and this is Dumpster Tier Gaming. We are doing something a little bit different in this video. We are going to get into one of my favorite pastimes, Commander. Now, I started playing Commander when I was, oh gosh, I was young. I was playing Commander before it was called Commander. I was playing it when it was still called Elder Dragon High Lord. And over the years, I've had many, many, many decks. Now we've come down to these six, and then I will have a seventh one that'll go right here later this afternoon. So I figure with this, I'm going to start playing Commander online. I've got a whole new setup, so we're testing everything out and seeing how everything works. And I think I've got everything figured out to where we can get this started. But before we do that, I'm going to be doing this on live stream, by the way. But before we do that, I figured we'd get this particular recording finished and tested to make sure everything's working as what it's supposed to be doing. Um, and I figured I'd give you a quick rundown on my decks. Now, I have them currently separated by category. Um, sorry, it's not category. What's the word for it? Um, I'm blanking. Wow. So I have it currently separated by category or bracket. Sorry, separated by bracket, and I figured that I'd be able to give you guys the best understanding of what each deck does and how it works. So the first thing we're going to talk about is my bracket one, Giganta the Wellspring. Now this is a five color or five cost commander. He's a 5/5, so he costs four and a red green. He's a 5/5, and then he's got tap, add white, blue, black, red, and green. This mana can't be spent to play generic mana costs. Now he also has a companion ability, but that one's not important because he is a commander. This one, the companion ability, is important. This is Karuga, the Macro Sage. He's and then two blue greens. His companion ability is your starting deck contains only cards with converted mana cost 3 or greater and land cards. And then when Karuga the Macro Sage enters the battlefield, draw a card for each other permanent you control with converted mana cost 3 or greater. Now, this deck was not a deck that I built. This deck was designed by Commander's Quarters, and I liked the deck so much that I literally just bought all 100 cards right off a TCG player and sleeved it all up, and I've been playing it ever since. It's a fun deck. It's bracket one. It's not supposed to win the game. It's just kind of have fun. The premise of the deck is to get out big creatures like Consuming Aberration or Necroborn Phalanx or Stolen Identity, Combustible Gearhawk. So big creatures that have ETB triggers, and then to continue and then to populate and make copies of those creatures, so that you get multiple ETBs or triggers off of them. So absolutely fun deck, very fun to play. This next one is my precon deck, and this is a base precon, not been modified. It's an Ishtola the Knight's Blessed, or Ishtola Knight's Blessed. She costs one, a white, a blue, and a black. She's got vigilance, and at the beginning of each instep, if a player loses 4 or more life this turn, you draw a card. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell with mana value 3 or greater, Ishtola deals 2 damage to each opponent, and you gain 2 life. So basically, your goal here is to play spells, start whittling down your opponents, and gain card advantage from that so that you can continue to do so. Very much a fun commander. I'm really enjoying it as a precon. I'm not upgrading this deck at all, and I'm just going to keep it at precon level because is actually a fairly large group of people who play at precon level or enjoy playing at precon level. My next precon that I'm getting later on this afternoon. So once we get that, we'll be getting that into this spot here. But before then, we've got Zaxara. Now, this is the deck that I'm going to be running today. Zaxara was the deck that I built from the ground up. This started out as a $100 budget deck. that I used to play in a few budget tournaments. Um, Really enjoyed the deck. Since then it's evolved. It is no longer at that $100 budget, but it's still got a lot. It's still holding to what the deck originally wanted to do. It's just got some better cards in it. But this is an X Spell Matters deck. So basically, the goal of the deck is to get to one of my many infinite combos and then be able to pump that infinite mana into big X spells that deal massive amounts of that does massive amounts of things. Before then, however, I'm using X spells to gain card advantage as well as creature advantage because Zaxara says he's a 1 colorless black green blue death touch. He's a 2/3 and he says tap, add 2 mana of any one color. And then whenever you cast a spell with X and its mana cost, create a 0/0 green Hydra creature token, then put X +1/+1 counters on it. So those big X spells that we're dumping mana into also ends up netting us a creature on top of that. We've got some Hydra spells in there, we've got some other X spells in there, and we're just going to have a lot of fun with that. Now, this next deck is a deck that I built to compete in a local game store tournament. The game store was just starting out. It was the opening tournament for this store. So I built Joyra, the Weatherlight Captain, and I built the basically historic Cheerios. So she costs 2, a red and a blue, and whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. Now, this deck, the original version of this deck, when I built it was like $125, and I ended up winning that tournament off of this deck. And interestingly enough, I actually ended up winning the next 3 tournaments off of this deck. Joyra is a very easy commander to build very cheaply if you want to be able to play at a high level. Now, the deck that I'm running right now is not a $125 budget deck. It's actually probably closer to about 4 grand. That being said, it is mostly proxied because once I got this deck up to about $500, I kind of cycled away from this deck. The local game store started pushing cards that whenever I showed up, he had a stack of Vandal Blasts that he would sell for $5 a piece to people to try to basically help them knock me down. And then he also had other artifact hate, corrosion grips, stuff like that that he was selling for way more expensive than what they were worth, just because people were going to buy them to try to take me out because they knew they couldn't win if I was there. So I ended up selling the Joyra deck. I've just put it back together. However, the list is mostly proxied. Only a few cards that I had, like my Volcanic Island and stuff like that, that I've saved. But a very fun deck to play. I'm calling it a power level 4, but it's probably fringe 5. It's a really fun deck. Now, this next deck, Yisan the Wanderer Bard, this is what I built after I sold my Joyra deck. Yisan the Wanderer Bard costs 2 and a green, and he says tap, or he's a 2/3, and he says tap 2 and a green and tap Yisan. Put a verse counter on Yisan and Yisan the Wanderer Bard. Search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost equal to the number of verse counters on Yisan. Put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. This is a very fun toolbox commander. Basically, the point of the game is to verse Yisan up to 8, dumping out a whole bunch of big creatures. Once you hit 8, you grab your Craterhoof Behemoth, and then you swing for the win. Very fun commander. I love this deck. It is currently, I'm actually going to be taking it through a remodel this afternoon. The only card right now in this deck that is I do have a couple proxies in this deck, but they're all cards that I own, except for one is a Lotus Petal. So I am looking to try to get one of those Lotus Petals this afternoon. I'm also buying about $100 worth of cards to put in this deck to kind of bring it up to contemporary because it hasn't changed in almost 3 years. And then finally, my final commander is my CEDH commander, Tivit, the Seller of Secrets. He costs 3 white, blue, and black, flying, ward 3. He's a 6/6, and he has Council's Dilemma. Whenever Tivit enters a battlefield or deals combat damage to a player, starting with you, each player votes for evidence or bribery. For each evidence, vote, investigate, and then create a clue token. And for each bribery vote, create a treasure token. And then while voting, you may vote an additional time. So this is actually a really fun commander. This deck list it's actually a friend of mine's. He has this deck that he's using currently in the Pennsylvania tournament right now. Um, so this deck kind of is my rendition of his list. Literally, I just took out 2 of his cards, his Time Twister and his Cabal Coffers, and I decided to put in a Sensei's Divining Top and Counterbalance package in. So those are the only 2 things that were changed between his deck and my deck. He is obviously a much better pilot of this deck than I am. I'm still trying to learn this deck, but it does CDH things. Basically, you just kind of control the board until you get to the point where you can either hit with Tivit and a Time Sieve, or a Thassa's Oracle and a Demonic Consultation, or something of that nature. Like I said, not very good at piloting the deck, still working on trying to learn everything, but once I get everything up and going, we're definitely going to be having some fun with that. And it is another deck that is almost completely proxied. So, unfortunately, I am a parent. I have to play within my means. So, with that being said, I think we're going to try to get into a game here. We're playing on spelltable, which is a online Magic the Gathering portal. You can actually play pretty much any card game and be able to have the same setup that I have here, that top-down setup that you're seeing right now. I'm able to do that on spelltable and be able to play Magic with people. So let's see if we can get a game. Let's have some fun and see how everything goes. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. All right, so I'm going to randomize a couple times for player order.
One blue player. Looks like you're going to be doing a lot of policing.
All right, with that, let's go ahead and if everybody's ready, let's start the game.
You look, have fun. Go ahead and drop return. I will put down a fortified village. Comes in untapped as I reveal a Scattered Groves.
Nice.
That is a Forest Plains. And from there, I will pass my turn.
Awesome. I will
What
draw.
is the kitty match?
I'm going to play a Polluted Delta. I'm going to crack it to grab a Overgrown Tomb, taking 2 life for it to come into play untapped. And then just to kind of streamline that, I will tap it to play an Elvish Mystic. And then I'll pass the turn.
Drop a turn. Play a Forest for lands, and then we will pass.
Draw. Not what I want to see this early, but keep it simple. Swamp and pass. Oh, wrong suit.
Okay. Drop return. I'm going to play a Forest as lamp turn. I'll tap 2 to cycle Scattered Grooves. Discard this card. It's a draw card. And from there, I will pass turn.
All right, give me 1 second here.
This man is second. I got a wireless headset here, so if you see me go off the screen, I'm just doing some stuff, some chores.
Yep.
I am not making those.
All right, untap, draw. I'm going to play a Breeding Pool into play tapped. And then I will tap 2 to play Swiftfoot Boots. And then I will pass.
Drop a turn. Play a mountain for lands and pass.
I will draw. Don't want to seem like I'm copying you or anything, but I'll play a mountain and pass.
He's copying you. Alright, untap. Upkeep. Do some drawing myself over here. Right here. I will play a forest land per turn. I will tap 1 to play a delighted halfling. And then I will tap 2 to play an Idol of Oblivion.
Ooh.
That's a good one.
What's
So
Idol
from
of
there-
Oblivion do again?
Yeah, so I'll read it out. So Delighted Halfling, 1/2 Halfling Citizen. You can tap it for a neutral mana. You can also tap it for 1 mana of any color. Spend this mana only to cast a legendary spell. That spell cannot be countered. And then Idol of Oblivion is an artifact. I can tap it to draw a card. I can only activate it if I created a token this turn. Or I can dump 8 neutral into it, sacrifice the Idol of Oblivion to create a 10/10 colorless Eldritch token. I
Yuck.
promise you, I will probably never do that because that is insane amount of mana.
I don't think I've ever
Or for
seen
the draw.
anyone use their Oblivion.
Yeah, never.
Yeah, good drawing room for
Untap, draw.
You just have to be angry at someone.
Did not get the land drop, unfortunately. So I think we're just going to pass the turn.
drop turn.
Got 6 in hand.
Play another mountain. We will tap 3. Bring out Garruk's Uprising. When it enters, if I control a creature with power 4 or greater, I'll draw a card. Creatures I have will have trample. And when a creature with power 4 or greater enters, I'll draw a card. Last turn.
Got some draw going on here.
Keep draw. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Not doing much of anything on my end. Dropping down a forest. Shouldn't have did that. But we will say go from there. Wrong screen.
Upkeep. Draw a card myself. I will put down a Plains as the land to turn. I will tap for black, tap for white. I'll play Furdo. Adventurous Hobbit, my commander. I will then tap the remaining 3 to play my other commander, Sam, Loyal Tenant.
We got Sam.
From there, I will move to combat. Sam will trigger, creating me a food token. Bam. I can't do anything in combat. I'll move my second main. And because I made a token, I will tap the Idol of Oblivion to draw a card. Draw that card. And from there, I will be saying go. Faster.
Alright, untap, draw. Okay, so we got some things going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I am sitting on 3 solid lands right now. We have a lot going on.
Watch that guy.
But since I keep seeing them pop up, I don't know why I haven't.
Okay.
So, next deck. For sure.
Alright, so I think we're going to go ahead and we're going to tap 2 to cast Lignify. And I think we're going to target Sam.
What does that do?
Enchanted creature is a 0/4 tree folk with no abilities. We're turning him into an ent.
What's this signify?
Lignify. L-I-G.
Lig.
Yep. L-I-G-N-F-I-Y.
He said return.
Interesting.
Yep, we're turning him into an ent.
I mean, he kept it lore accurate, so
Yeah, that he did.
We'll set this over here.
the cards in hand token.
And then we'll end our turn. Cards in hand stays the same.
Untap and draw. Play a mountain for lands. Gonna tap 4, play an unconventional card. Bedlam. States that creatures cannot block.
Oh, okay.
And pass turn.
I'm in
Back to you.
danger.
Tap of keep draw. That is hilarious. I have 0 on this.
That's crazy.
You know what? We'll go forest, and since we can't block, and it won't matter anyways, I'll tap 4 for a bailiff prime. This creature,
Mhm.
it's a creature beast. It enters with 6. It enters tapped with 6 stun counters on it. Whenever I sacrifice a land, create a tapped 4/4 green beast creature token, and then untap this creature, aka remove a stun counter. I can pay 4 to. I can pay 4, no tap, and then sacrifice a land. If I do, I gain 2 life.
Okay.
He's a 10/10, but
Yeah, but he can't attack for like 6 turns, right?
yeah, no. We got to do
Okay.
a lot of land sacrificing, and we will say go. I don't lose a stun counter, I believe, until my upkeep.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right, Theseus.
Upkeep. Draw. Hey. We'll do a plains as my land turn. I will. Trying to think. We'll do 3.
Run into the restroom.
Okay. So I guess it doesn't matter. I'm going to tap 3 to play a Rosy Cotton of South Lane.
Yep.
When Rosy Cotton of South Lane enters, I will create a food token. I will do that. So I got 2 foods now. Yeah, whenever I create a token, put a 1/1 counter on target creature I control other than Rosy. Guess I'll put one on Katrina. Yeah. Might as well make this guy big. So what is he now? 1/5?
He's a
right?
1/5.
4? Yeah, so he's a 1/5. I'll just do it like this. 1/5. I'll then tap 2 and Delighted Halfling for. Can you do that? No, it cannot. No, I cannot. Only for legendary spells. Oh, no. Add 1 minute of any color, period. Yep. So I'll tap for a black with the Delighted Halfling to play a Rapacious Guest, a 2/2 Halfling Citizen with Menace. Whenever one more creatures I control deal combat damage to a player, I get to create a food token.
Yeah.
Whenever I sacrifice a food, put a 1/1 counter on it, and then whenever it leaves the battlefield, target opponent loses life equal to its power.
Sounds good.
I will tap my limit at this point. I'll draw a card. Okay. I will move to combat. I believe no creatures can be blocked, so I will send Frodo over at Synergy. You got 1 commander damage coming at you.
I'll take the 1.
Yep. Trigger Rapacious Guest. Since I've dealt damage, I'll make food. Go up to 3 foods. I will put a 1/1 counter onto Sam the Tree Man. So he is now a 2/6. And from there, I will say pass my turn.
All right. Well, untap, draw.
Yeah.
Wow. I am still not getting anything. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to pass, and we go up to 7 cards in hand.
Untap and draw.
I might have to look at this deck list again. I took some lands out because I figured I had enough ramp in it. But maybe that was the wrong way to go.
I understand. I ran 42 lands in this deck. I took one out, and I have not seen my lands in about 4 games. And I'm like, I know I have 40.
I
And
had
you put it back in, and then you're cooked.
yeah,
I've removed
exactly.
I've removed one swamp.
I had 29 and I dropped down to 27. So I just took out 2 of my fetch lands. And
I tap 3, cast Bellow.
yeah, Bellow.
Tap the other 2, bring out a Prophetic Prism. When it enters, I'll draw a card.
Okay, Bellow. During
And
your
then we will move to combat. Frodo, since you swung my way, we'll come at you with a 4/4.
Yes, sir. 4 commander. On the
No
way.
commander.
Oh, it's not Bellow? Oh, you just turn your shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Turn yourself into a
4/4. So just a 4/4 indestructible.
Yes, sir.
And I'll draw 1. And then I will pass turn.
All right. Untap.
Yeah, whenever I see Bellow, I just think of the guy from that Marvel
Stun
movie.
counter. Draw. Would be lovely 4 turns from now.
Whenever I see it, I think of Guardians of the Galaxy.
This shall be pretty simple. Yep. We're just going to tap out for a head shredder. Whenever land enters my the graveyard from my library, I put it onto the battlefield tapped. And it's an artifact vehicle. Whenever it attacks, I may mill 2 cards. Crew for 1. Can't crew the tap guy, unfortunately, but we will play a Terramorphic Expanse as land for turn. Crack it. 2 things will happen as I go fetch a basic. I'll go get a waste, to be honest. He'll lose another stun counter, and I'll get a tapped 4/4 beast token. And then I'll say go as I fetch it. That's okay with 5 in hand. Where is the waste? It's the only basic I have in here that I don't have on the field. But I am passing to you, Prom.
Sounds good. I will untap the draw card. I will put the force down and my turn. Very happy I had that tapping, or I would not be able to use black. Well, actually, hold up. That's my game back. I'm gonna tap for 3. Hopefully laying down. A Tireless Provisioner. It's a Elf Scout 3/2. Has landfall whenever a land enters the battlefield under my control. I can create a food token or a treasure token.
Nice.
So after my land, which will be a forest. Trigger Tireless Provisioner. What do I want to do is question. You know what I'll do? I'm gonna make a food. So I'll make food. Goes up to 4. Trigger Rosy Cotton. I will put another 1/1 counter on Sam my Treant, so he'll be a 3/7. Becoming a big lad. And I will tap my Out of Oblivion to draw a card. And Still got 4 mana to my name. 4 mana to my name. I will tap 2 to sacrifice a. Do I want to do that? Nah. No, I don't want to do that. You're really making me think here. Okay. I won't hold this up any longer. I'm gonna tap 2, tap 3. X will equal 5. Actually, X will equal 6. To play Banquet Guest. It is a halfling citizen with an affinity for food. So it'll cost 1 neutral less for each food I have. So I have 4. I paid the 2 and then 2 more. So white and green, and then 2 more. So X will equal 6. So it'll enter the battlefield with twice X1/1 counters on it. So he'll enter with 12. 1/1 counters on it. Yeah, he's got trample. He's a big boy. Big house.
That's scary.
I can pay 2 to sacrifice a food. Banquet Guest will become indestructible until end of turn. From there,
Our faces are in danger.
I will enter combat and I will swing Frodo over at Windgrace. And
He's a 3.
he's a 1.
Oh.
And I might as well because I can't block. I'll send Rapacious Guest, which will be a 2/2 over at Fellow, and a 3/7 Treant over at Zaxara.
Okay. I do have a response.
Sure.
I'm going to tap 3, and I am going to putrefy your 12/12.
Destroy, yeah?
Yeah, destroy target artifact or creature. It can't be regenerated.
I have that.
Okay. Alright, so I believe no blocks go through, so you'll have a 3/7 coming your way.
Yep.
No, it's not commander. It's just a treant.
No, it's still the commander, even though it's lignified.
Really?
Yep.
Okay. So you have 3 coming your way. You got 2 coming your way, synergy, and then just my commander over at you. 1 damage. One grace. Yeah. When that happens, I'll gain a food from Rapacious Guest, trigger Rosie, put another counter on this guy. He's now a 4/8. And I will pass my turn.
Yep. Untap. Draw. Oh my god. I have got all of my things, but no land. Yeah. We'll pass the turn. I got a discard. I'm going to discard this very sad. Actually, yeah, I still can't do that. Darn it. I will discard this very sad spell burst.
Cool. Untap draw. We will tap 5. Cast a gratuitous violence.
I will respond with a kitten.
Creatures you control would deal damage to a creature or player. It deals double that damage to that creature or player instead. Oh.
Alright, so when it enters, I will draw a card. Then we'll move to combat. On combat, we'll send 8 to Cross and 8 to. Let's go Arcadian.
All right. In response, I'm going to return to nature your double damage thing.
That's a return to hand.
Destroy target enchantment.
Troy. Okay. It's indestructible
Is it what makes it indestructible?
because of Bellow.
Oh, shoot. Crap. Yeah, I take 8.
So I'll draw 2.
My face.
Yeah.
Play. Let's see. Play Carpus on Forest for land. And I think we're just going to pass.
Alrighty. Untap. We remove 1 stun. Upkeep. Draw. Not the best. Guess we do what we're supposed to do. Let's go 5. To attempt to cast the Lord of Windgrace.
Mhm.
I've got
Comes
no
in with,
I've got nothing.
if he's good, he comes in with 5. Unfortunately, I have. This is like a waste. It comes in tapped, don't it? Nope. Just the battlefield. I will. Yeah, that'll take him to 2. Turning my Terramorphic, cracking, sacking the Terramorphic to go get a basic. We'll take a stun counter. I'll have a tapped beast. I will crew head shredder with the second beast. And let me get the basic real quick. Give me a Schwamp. Swamps are always great.
So,
And we'll move to combat. And you did just hit me in my face for 8. So I will send the head shredder at you for 5. On attack, I will mill 2. Reanimate hurts my feelings. And a forest. I get a land. Yes. It'll come back to the battlefield. Tap thanks to head shredder. But you got 5 coming at you. Synergy.
Yeah, I took 5.
And we say go. I believe he goes back to being a creature or artifact thingy.
thing. Untap, upkeep, and draw. Oh. What's that one?
6 in hand. Yep.
It's fine. I'll go ahead and play a land for turn. It'll be a woodland cemetery. It'll enter untapped as I control a bunch of forests. Trigger tireless provisioner. I will create a. I don't want any more food. I'm gonna create a treasure. When I create a treasure, it will trigger my Rosy Cotton. I'll put a 1/1 on the top of the treant. So it is a 5/9. I will move to combat, and I will be swinging my 5/9 over at Synergy. Frodo will go that way. Gracious Guest will go that way. This will go that way. This. Okay. So Frodo's going at Synergy. I'll be sending Tireless Provisioner, which is a 3/2, and Rosie for a total of 4 damage will be going over at Windrace. And then you'll have my commander.
Actual me or the command or the planeswalker?
It'll go at your face.
It was 4?
And then, yeah, 4. And then you'll have total 3 damage, which will be Rapacious Gust, and my commander coming at you, Arch, so that'd be 3.
So 3, and then Frodo's commander.
Yeah, 1.
How much commander was mine? 1 again, or?
You coming at you is 5. Sam.
Sam's a 5. Oh.
Yeah.
Sam, I thought
Yeah.
Sam was coming after Synergy.
Yeah, you said.
Oh, Sam's going at Synergy. Oh, sorry. No, you have no commander coming at you. You have
Okay.
the 3 and the 1. You have 4 damage. Yeah, my bad.
Cool.
My bad.
And mine is commander.
Yours is commander. Yeah, yours is 5, Sam. All right. On my second main, that's all good. I'll tap my Idle Oblivion. Or actually, before that, Rapacious Guest trigger. I'll make food. It's up to 6. Put another 1/1 counter. Put it on. Yeah, I'll put it on the Delighted Halfling. He'll get a 1/1 counter. And I
was about to say
Well-
that Ent's been drinking that water.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap the Idle Oblivion to draw a card. Okay. I will now play some spells. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, 3, and 4 to play Dusk. Destroy all creatures with power of 3 or greater. Any responses?
No, unfortunately not.
No, I don't think I do.
Cool. So Tree has done its duties, and the Tireless Provisioner will pass away on my end.
Lignify goes away.
I lose my beast tokens and my bailiff. Big boy wasn't doing nothing but sitting around.
And then from there, I will tap 3, 1, 2, and Delighted Halfling. I'll be for 3 to play a Nadir's Nightblade. Whenever a token I control leaves the battlefield, each opponent loses a life and I gain a life. I will, from there, pass my turn.
Alright. I will untap and draw. Forest. Well, time we can start actually playing the game. We will tap 3, and we will bring in Zaxara. And we'll pass the turn. Zaxara, Death Touch, add any 2 mana of any 1 color. You guys can read it. It's whenever you cast an X spell, and when its mana cost, create a 0/0 green Hydra creature token, and then put X +1/+1 counters on it.
Go. Untap and draw. How many creatures you have on deck, Frodo?
Currently, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 creatures.
And what's the highest power? Or sorry, highest toughness?
Highest toughness is going to be 2, 3. It's going to be 3. The Delighted Halfling.
Okay. I'll play a command tower from the land.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to.
Oh, and my commander is 1, 3. So yeah, 3. Oh, and then Nadir's Nightblade. Yeah,
So 3 is the highest.
Yeah, 3 is the highest toughness.
And then Cross and Arcadian. What's your highest toughness?
Mine
I have
is
0
3.
creatures.
And Cross yours was what? Sorry.
I have 0 creatures on board right now.
Oh, you have no creatures. Okay.
Yeah, Head Shredder's still just an artifact at the moment.
All right. So I'm gonna tap 5. I'm gonna cast a Starstorm, dealing 3 damage to all creatures.
Yep. That knocks me out.
All right. I will 3 damage. You said.
Yep.
I'll have a response.
Okay.
I'll tap a fortified village and crack a treasure to sacrifice a food to go down 5, so I'll gain 3. Trigger Nightdeer's Nightblade. I'll have 2 tokens leave the battlefield, so you'll each take 2 damage, and I'll gain 2 life. 1, 2. And then Rapacious Guest. Whenever I sacrifice a food, put a 1/1 counter on Rapacious Guest, which won't matter because it only brings them up to 3. And I believe, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Oh, actually, I can't put it on there, or else it goes on Rapacious Guest. But it will go on the Rapacious Guest, which will be 3. I'll have a 1 counter. Rapacious Guest will leave the battlefield, so target opponent loses a life equal to its power, so I get to do 3 damage to someone. Terra, I'll do 3 damage your way.
Taking 3. Oh, wrong screen again.
Yeah. Alrighty.
And then that result.
Yep, it should go through. Did you take the 2 Wind Grace from the tokens leaving?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
so then we're all set.
Okay.
And that'll go through.
Gonna tap Cripple some Forest for green. I'll take 1 damage. And I'll cast Commune. Actually, why did I do that? You guys good if I take that back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, so.
I'll tap a Command Tower and not take a damage. And cast Commune with Beavers. Look at the top 3 of my library. Can reveal an artifact, creature, or land. We will reveal a Lightning Greaves. The others will go on bottom. That will come to my hands. And then we're going to pass turn.
Nice. Untap. I separate the land. Upkeep. Nothing happens. This upkeep draw. It's about time. We will go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, tap a 5 for the Get Rock monster. Death Touch at the beginning. At the beginning of my upkeep, sacrifice land, or sacrifice the Get Rock monster. Unless I sacrifice a land, I may pay an additional land on each of my turns, and whenever 1 or more lands are put into a graveyard from anywhere, I draw a card. 1 shy from doing what I want to do, so we will uptick Lord Wind Grace. I don't know why I don't know my commander's name. Up 2 to discard a card. I will discard Braids to draw a card. Oh, that works. We'll play Evolving Wilds as land for turn. I think that's my first land drop for sure. I will crack it, get a land. That'll enter the battle, enter my graveyard. I'll draw before I go get it. Grab a basic. Hate that it comes in untapped. And I can't play lands from my graveyard at the moment, so I will just I feel like I should keep the Get Rog up to save my face. I am kind of low on health. But forget it. We will crew head shredder with the Get Rog, and
All right,
he's
so I'm
gone.
muted right
But
now, guys. What these guys don't
so I'm
know
gonna be
is
swinging
if they
it. I'm gonna
wouldn't
send
have,
5 over to.
if
Oh,
Synergy
there
did
he
not destroy
is.
my
Yeah,
Hydra
no,
when
I'm
he
here.
did,
Don't worry.
Okay, bro. Yeah,
I
I'm sending
have
5
both
your way,
Freed from
Frodo.
the Real
You got the
and
highest life
Hinman's
total.
Aura in
One,
my
Yeah.
two,
hand.
3, 4, 5. Sounds good, my man.
So
I will mill
basically, I would
2.
have been able to get infinite mana on any
Horizon
turn.
Explorer and Oracle
The
Modiah,
problem
neither
is
with
that I
your
don't
lands.
really
Hurt my
have
feelings.
anything to
Mhm.
dump
So
into that
nothing will
infinite
happen. No
mana,
draws.
or
No
anywhere to
nothing.
dump that
Head shredder
infinite
go back
mana
to being
except for a
an artifact
counter
at
spell.
the
So
end of
on
my
one of their
turn,
turns, I would
as
have
I say,
countered one of
go.
their spells
Sounds good.
and gotten
Untap.
a 25/25 creature and then started
Upkeep.
swinging and beating
Draw.
me in the face. Obviously, that's been shut
I'll
down for
play
the next
an
2
exotic
turns because I
orchard
don't
as
have
my turn.
the land.
I
So I'm in
will.
kind of a tough spot right now.
Reanimate.
Okay, we're gonna do stuff.
Keep them all the
I
same
also
way.
messed up like a dummy, like an absolute dummy. Should have put my commanders in the graveyard, but I'm dumb. It's too late for that. All right, I'm gonna tap 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Play Dusk. Aftermath, cast a spell from my graveyard, then exile it. Return all creature cards with power 2 or less from my graveyard to my hand.
Yeah.
So it'll be Rosie, Nadir's, Delighted Halfling, Rapacious Guest, and Banquet.
He
Yes.
got them back.
They're back.
Back to
I
his
just gotta
hand.
play them. I'm gonna play 2. Where X will equal 5 to play Banquet Guest. So he'll enter with 5 times 2 1/1 counters, so it'll be 10 this time. Not as exciting, I know. And then I'll tap for 1 to play Delighted Halfling. From there, I will say go.
Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards in hand.
Okay. I will untap. I will play a island for turn. And he shut me back down, so I am not able to do anything else.
Untap and draw. Right. We'll tap for 5. Recast Bellow. Tap 2. Cast a Lightning Greaves. Equip Bellow with Lightning Greaves. Then we'll move to combat. And on combat, we're going to send 16 to Thesis.
Is that total damage, or is that getting doubled?
That's the total damage. So 2 8s.
Total damage. Still can't block, so I will go down to 16, 20 damage. Damages. Yep.
Draw 2. I will play a mountain for the land. And I will discard down to 7.
So I technically have
We'll
an
get rid of the
answer
Gore
to
Claw,
that. I could have stopped
and I'll
some of
pass
that
through.
damage and made it to where he could have blocked. Problem is that he went after Theseus with that one, so I'm actually completely okay with him dealing the damage to Theseus. And I'm assuming Theseus is going to try to go swing back with that 10-10 back at him. As long as they keep
You win
attacking each
race.
other, I'm going to keep
So,
leaving that
sir.
alone.
It's in the kitchen area. I'm gonna
But if one of them
grab it a
starts
little
coming at
snacky
me,
snack.
then I'm going
Snacky
to
snack.
Untap.
try to deal with what's going on
Upkeep.
here.
Draw. Ooh. Now that is a card. That is a card. I really hope it doesn't get hit. Up at the beginning of my upkeep before I drew, I would have to sacrifice a land to keep. Get Rock, we'll sack the forest, it'll go to the graveyard, I'll draw a card. So it didn't go to the graveyard from my library. Okay. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Oof. Gotta do it. Get Raw kind of set me back. Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For Seaborn Muse.
Oh,
That's a good one.
that's unfortunate.
So I'm like, it is a
What is
card.
he? Yeah, the question is, what does he do with it at the moment? He doesn't really have much going on.
Not at all.
Um,
I'll get a bunch of mana on tap, but
yeah. I'm gonna let it stand, but you're on thin ice, mister.
it will be my crude creature this time, though. So I can leave the Get Rog up as a blocker. Let us. I kind of do need the ramp, so I will down tick Lord Windgrace back to 1 to return 2 target lands to the battlefield. I'll bring back Terramorphic and Evolve in Wilds.
That's crazy.
I mean, they were the best 2 out of the 3. The
Yeah.
forest was there.
Especially
I
considering you
will.
can sack him again and get 2 lands into play tapped.
Yeah, they'll come in and tap. They'll tap these 2. Go get 2 basics.
I wish I could get 2 lands into play.
Those 2 will hit my graveyard. Get Rog will draw me 2 more cards.
Synergy set me back 3 turns by killing my Elvish Mystic.
Trust that it hurt me, and I wasn't even there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have to discard 2. Why not get rid of you? No. Jesus, this is the hard part. I'm moving. I got a meal. I got to do everything first. Let me knock this out. Cause I do want to swing with the hedge. Or just crude. Like I said, I'm used to playing this slightly different. I'm not used to Windgrace being at the helm. So Sarzezo not being out here and me not being able to play lands from my graveyard is what's throwing off a little bit. I will move to combat. Well, Synergy, you are at the most life right now, so the Head Shredder come at you for 5. On attack, I'll mill 2. Spring Bloom Druid and Edemian Hatchery. It'll come to the battlefield. I will draw a card from the Get Rock since one or more lands are put into my graveyard from anywhere. 5 at my end step. That'll come back to my side as an artifact, and I will discard Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger, Hoarding, Brood Lord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And get rid of Rakdos Charm.
Not sure how I feel about the black deck having a Vornaclex in his graveyard.
Well,
Mhm.
Reanimate was like the first
We-
meal
yeah,
I hit.
I
so
know.
Reanimate,
That
I was
being
trying to
said, you
say
are a black deck, so recursion is very much a thing for you, especially considering you're about to untap all of your lands.
definitely for sure. But yeah,
I,
then
I,
I would
I
like to
am not
move
super
2,
thrilled
3,
on
4,
that one.
5, 6, 7. 7 in hand. I would like to pass the turn.
Sounds good. I will untap.
I will untap with.
Hey, join the party. You untap those lands.
It's it's not
I'll
your
draw.
turn, it's the two of yours turn.
It's our turn.
It's ours. Mm-hmm.
I have 2
Mhm.
instances in my
Yup.
3 in my hand, but none of which actually matter.
I am in a predicament. 6, and then play him again. So we can try to maybe draw so I don't miss a land. I think that's what we want to do. Pretty sure that's what we want to do. So I think that's what we're gonna have to do. I'm gonna tap 3. I'm gonna replay Rosie Cotton Osaf Lane. She'll enter, create a food. I'll put the 1/1 on the 10/10. So he's now on 11/11. I will tap my idol to draw a card. We got there. I will play an island as my island.
Forest.
I will play a forest as my next turn.
Gonna say
Judge.
Mhm.
I'm gonna tap 2 and 3 to play Rapacious Gust. I will tap.
Oh, I just looked at that.
I don't tap nothing.
That's 22 damage unblockable.
Ooh.
Your
I'm scared.
your 11/11 is 22 damage unblockable
Wait, how is it 22?
because damage is doubled, right? Oh no,
No,
it's a
it's
creature
just
you
him.
control, so it's just his creatures.
Yeah, that would be. Oh, yeah, that would have been. That would
I
have been
Literally
almost,
just gave me a heart attack.
I almost had a heart attack.
Trust me, I would have been over here looking like that.
I thought
He just chooses to go lethal on.
I thought one of us was dead. Oh.
Do that. We're getting to that point, gentlemen, where I'm scared. I am scared. So I gotta do that.
So does that turn all of your enchantments into creatures?
Mhm.
Mine?
Yeah. Each...
Only four CMC or higher.
Okay.
So these, yeah, nothing there.
Okay, so you've basically got 16, 19 damage on board.
So I have 16 damage on board, and then if I swing with Bellow, which I never do,
Okay.
there's 3 there.
All right, so I don't really got that.
We're in danger.
All right, we're gonna do danger. All right, I'm just gonna move to combat. We're gonna swing 11 damage. Yeah, we're gonna swing 11 damage over at between Synergy or Windgrace. That's where I'm thinking right now. I'm just afraid of cards in hand and mana open right now on Arcadian. So yeah, we're just gonna swing 11 damage at the higher HP person. So 11 damage coming your way, Mr. Lloyd. And it's also the Muse. The Muse is what really made me do that. Because if not, I'm like, oh, I want to get rid of that. I'll just what's going on with Synergy.
I completely understand.
Yeah,
that's
my thought process.
I gotta do it. I'm gonna tap a Pale Life tap a black. We'll add a black, and then tap 2 more. This puts a hatchling counter on this. And whenever this land is put into a graveyard, I make that many little pest tokens. But I
Sure.
will overkill the
What is that?
target creature gets -999 until end
Yeah.
of turn.
Okay. Well, that's first of all,
Okay.
let's see what he does.
Huh?
So it's what's it called again? Overkill.
Overkill. Yeah.
Until end of turn. Sure thing. So I'm gonna tap 2, sacrifice food to make him indestructible. So end of turn.
That won't get around.
Uh,
Yeah,
because
it
because it goes
changes its
yeah
toughness.
because it
Yeah,
goes
it was-
-9
mhm.
-9. It
That's
takes
the
it.
Oh,
only-
I'm just
So
I'm just doing it for its thingamabob to sacrifice a thing, and then from there when I sacrifice it,
no. What,
I
so,
get a
oh wait,
1/1.
it's 11/11. So it just turns into a 2/2 basically.
Wait, how would it turn into a 2/2?
No, it
1/1
gets
here.
-9,999 toughness.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah, it's just toughness. The damage still goes through.
Well, no.
I
so
know it won't.
no. What?
It'll
Okay.
just die.
So the issue
Oh
is
yeah, it happens.
is
now.
it does it
'Cause it's on the stack.
it straight kills it, and then the state base action sees that its toughness is 0, and it dies. Remember that I did this, so please don't come at me with anything. I'm going to.
I'm just trying to protect myself from taking 11.
I know, but I need him to have that out for a moment.
He said I need him.
1, 2, 3, 4. You have 6 mana open.
Yes.
1, that's 2 blue. 5, 6. So actually, we'll just go 7. All right, so I'm going to cast Logic Knot. Delving 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to help cast for this. So counter target spell unless its controller pays X, where X is 7.
I got a 6. That hurts. Well, in response to that, I will tap 3 and cast a Roiling Regrowth. Sacrifice a land, search my library for up to 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield, tap, and then shuffle. I will sack. I'll sack one of the forests I used to tap. That'll go to the graveyard. I'll draw a card from Get Raw. Go get 2 basics, and nothing will happen from the ETBs. Stack'll. Can't be mad at it. Stack'll fizzle down, and I'll take 11.
Yeah. So quick question. So the combat damage would still go around because he doesn't die until my end step.
No, he
Since
doesn't.
Well, no, it
No,
doesn't. Yeah, he
doesn't die
countered it.
now.
So.
I countered the
Yeah, he
spell, so
countered
he
it.
doesn't die now.
No. I'm saying if the counter didn't go through, because he'd die on the end step to the negatives, right?
No,
No, because he countered.
State base.
He countered
So
the
yeah,
negative.
it's a state-based action. So basically, you attacked with it. He killed the creature with a -99999. The state-based action sees that the creature's toughness, so the attack is void. But by me countering it, I stop that from happening.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No, I follow that. I was just wondering if I made it indestructible, if combat would go through and then end step he'd die.
So negative toughness does not, or it gets through indestructible. That's the reason why -1 counters will kill an indestructible creature.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, somebody did that to my entire Bellow board the other day.
Yeah, it's not damage. It's negging it.
Yeah. And then state-based kind of forces it to.
So it's not a destroy, then the state-based action forces it to be dead.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So damage will go through then, I'm assuming at this point.
Yep.
11 damage over there. So damage will go through. I'll create a food token from the Rapacious Guest. Go back up to 6. Rosie will see that. I'll put a 1/1 counter on Rapacious Guest. And we will call it good. Fast start from there.
Now remember,
I'm remembering.
I'm expecting some safety.
We shall
Draw.
undraw together.
Crap, that was not what I needed. Okay. Yeah, I am still passing. Actually,
Oh my god. Oh, yeah. Oh,
I can do
Oh.
something here.
oh, he's doing something.
Let me see here. Let me read this. It says during your, so that's on your turn. Okay.
Damn, I might have to do something I never do at this
I'm
point.
going to. What are you going to do that you never do?
I said it at the beginning.
Oh, that might change things. What's that? What's it do when it blows up again?
Blows up. I can turn my Out of Oblivion into a 10/10.
Oh, and it can't be.
Oh.
Yeah, what's going on over there? Huh.
It won't have haste though, right?
It's been out.
Yeah,
It
Oh.
it
Oh, you're turning it
transforms.
into it. Oh wow, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna have to pass then.
oh no. Oh.
I was
I'm assuming you
gonna.
have a full grip over there.
I was gonna.
Arcadian?
I've got 6, I think. 5.
Okay.
I've got 5.
Okay. You got answers. You got answers.
5 cards in hand.
Yeah. I was going
Same
to
over here.
deal. I was gonna deal with the gratuitous violence to try to keep people around, but I heard about a 10/10 possibly coming out, and that's making me change my mind.
So I'm probably gonna regret doing this based on what you just said.
No.
But I'll draw for turn.
Don't do that.
I'm gonna tap 6.
Oh shit, weird.
I'm gonna cast a Fiery Emancipation.
What's that?
Okay, what is that?
Triples the damage.
Triples the damage.
Okay.
Oh.
So I will leave it open for response.
Yeah, I'm going to have a response. I'm going to tap for a white. I'm going to source the plowshares a target on your board. No.
That's exile, right?
Yeah.
That is exile. Yeah, so gratuitous violence or things can't block is my... So I like creatures can't block. That's kind of funny. Yeah.
Is insane.
Yeah, I think I'm going to choose gratuitous violence because this just could be...
Well,
What is it?
even the
Fire Emancipation?
even the triple damage is enough to kill just about anybody because
Yeah.
4. So it basically takes them up to 12 damage per.
Oh, it deals triple that damage. Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe I have to get rid of creatures can't block.
At least blow the fuck up out of the creature. I mean,
yeah.
Okay. My bad, Arch.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose the. I'm gonna regret that though. No. Yeah, we're gonna say that we're gonna do.
Things are getting stressful.
Block. Yeah, things are getting stressful. They got the
So
hair.
we're moving Bedlam.
Yeah, Bedlam's gonna be exiled. No takesies, backsies.
How many blockers do you have?
I've got 3 blockers. Oh, I got a 1/2, a 1/1, and a 4/4.
All right. When it enters, I will draw a card.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I have to do the thing now because
He's about to yeet
could have
somebody
gone
off the board.
lethal and you just messed my turn up. So I'm gonna move to combat.
I didn't mean it.
He said, no. Wait.
I'm gonna move to combat and I'm gonna send. So gratuitous violence will double damage, which take it to 8, and then fire emancipation will triple that damage. So these will effectively be hitting for 24 each.
Well, so the Fiery Emancipation is 6 cost, so its damage is equal to 6, right? Or is it damage equal to
No,
4?
it's equal to 4. They're all
Okay.
4s to start with, yeah.
So 24 damage on each.
Each of these will have 24 damage with trample.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, Theses, they're coming your way.
That's two 24/24s. Jesus.
It was the. I mean, he doesn't have mana to eat the food.
48.
48
Yeah, 48 damage with trample.
48 damage with trample. I've got 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm cooked. I will block with everything I have, and I will shoot you for 4 damage synergy from the Rapacious Gust. And spite.
Okay. So I'll take
Okay.
4, and then
Wait,
I'll
Is it
draw
Fire Emancipation?
2.
Fire Emancipation's just your permanence, right?
And then I complete.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just this.
Okay.
GG.
Wow.
And then
Dead,
second
dead, and
main,
better.
we will
Poor
play
Theses.
Thornspire Verge for land.
All right. Mourn my death, boys.
In the
He's
arms
doing it.
of...
We'll tap 2 and do a Farseek, and then I'll pass turn.
I wish I could get land.
At your end step, we will tap 3
Okay, hold on.
or 2. What's up?
Just know that if you're trying to destroy anything on his board, his 2 creatures or his 2 enchantments have indestructible until his turn.
Yeah, no.
They're
Okay,
not.
okay.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm just casting Warping Tail to create a 1/1 colorless Eldrazi Scion.
Nice.
Nothing crazy. Yet. Eldrazi Scion. And then,
I mean, unblockable 24 damage to each of you would have been the preferred route, but
Well, sure.
I understand. Untap.
I will play Martyr.
Sack a land to the Gitrog to draw a card, and then I'll draw for turn. What even is? Oh. Well, we'll tap 1 for a Soul Ring.
There you go.
Tap the Soul Ring for an Arcane Signet.
Jesus.
Never too late for those. I looked at the 2 cards I drew. I'm like, you know what? Can't even be upset. I will tap black here. 2 more to attempt to cast Buried Alive. Search my library for 3 cards. Put them in my graveyard.
I'll let it go.
We shall go. Here's the good question. We shall. Oh, we can't block anyway.
Yeah, you can. You can block now.
Yeah, it's just one hit. Oh, yeah.
But his stuff got trample.
That it does.
Also true.
Doesn't even matter.
We need the biggest behinds we can find. I think we go. She doesn't have haste, so Tifa won't work. I will go Might Form Harbinger, Avenger Zendikar, and Morog. Maybe I should have went Mayhem Devil, but these 3 will go to my grave.
So it would suck if I were to tap 2 and sack this Scavenger Grounds now, right?
Wait, what does it do?
I'm just kidding. It exiles all graveyards.
Oh, ooh, that would be terrible. And yeah, nope. Because what I want to do is at sorcery speed. We shall. That could have been amazing had I thought about it sooner. We will attempt to go 3 for a victimize.
What's that do?
Choose two target creatures in my graveyard. Sacrifice a creature. If I do, return the chosen cards to the battlefield tapped.
Yeah. Go for it.
Alrighty. We're grabbing Lavenger, a Zendikar, and we will pray that might form. Nah. I think Malrog is the way to go to try. He is 16, one blocker. I don't have any sack lands. I do. Ian Morog. Morog will be the 2 that I go for. This is my graveyard. I will sacrifice the Scion to bring these 2 back tapped.
Avenger
Yeah,
triggers.
Avenger triggers for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Little 0/1 green joint. We'll use the sign on the marker. 4 left. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer than I needed to. I can't.
Wind Grace is only at 1, right?
Yep.
Okay,
so I can't bring any.
Nope.
Can't bring any lands back from the graveyard that way. But we'll tap 2, and then access 2, and then I'll cast World Souls right. No, I was supposed to do this second main. Oh well, I cast it already. For 2, I'll hit Get Rog for 2. It'll do 2 damage to it, and then I can put X land cards from my hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped.
So that's 2.
Yep. 2 landfall triggers. I will get. Do I have an immediate sack one? I think Terramorphic Expanses. Yep, they are both tapping sack, so I can't do anything with them right now.
But that gives you 2 triggers on your saplings.
So they are
2 3s.
2 3s. A whole bunch of baby blockers for the time being. I have 2 Malrog triggers for 2 additional combats. And we shall crew Head Shredder with one of the tokens. That'll be the tap token. And no other plants got boosted. Should have activated Wind Grace to add something to him. Move to combat. I will send Get Rog and the Hedge. I'll send Get Rog over to you, Synergy, for the first combat, and Head Shredder over to you, Arcadian. They'll both go up 1.
All right. All right, so I don't care if you kill me, but at least give me another turn because I can deal with some of the threats on his board.
I think I might be able to kill Sin. I think if this goes through, I think I'll win it here if no responses are made. Because I got 2 landfall triggers from him. This is No, because they'll be tapped down for the third combat. So yeah, I'll only get because Morog, I instantly go to his combat triggers instead of my actual combat phase.
Yeah.
So after I do these 2 attacks, my creatures will stay tapped down.
Yeah.
So I won't be able to. I'll be able to hit him for 6, 12. Actually, if that's full swing all 3, I think I can kill him.
Okay.
Because Bello is a
So I take
3/3.
I take 5.
Yeah. On attack, I'll mill 2 cards. No lands. Sadness. So no Get Rog or any other triggers.
How much does get wrong?
He is a 6/2. He is a 6/4 right now. Death Touch. I hit him for 2 damage myself, which now that I think about it is a little
He doesn't
retarded.
have flying, right?
Nah. Well, he is a 7. My bad. He is a 7/4. They go up +1 for each combat, for each time they've attacked this turn.
All right.
So yeah, it was 6 for you, Arcadia.
So I'll take 7.
Alrighty. They will untap, and we will send them both at you this combat. They'll go up 1 more, so now it's an 8 and a 7 coming your way, Synergy. Just scared the living shit out of me.
And what's the other one?
It's an 8 and a 7. Get Rocks
What's
8, Head Shredder 7.
Head
On
Shredder?
attack, I milled 2 cards. No lands.
Okay.
I
Trying
didn't
to
know
think.
my phone was even on.
8, 7.
All right. So I'll block any death touch or trample.
Get Rock has Death Touch.
Get rock as death touch. And he's an 8.
Yes.
So I will block Head Shredder with Bellow.
Trade. Hedge will die.
I'll take 8.
And last combat. Or no, those are my 2. Get Rog is tapped. And then as I move to my actual combat phase, I can do it. In actual combat, the Seaborn will be the one that gets through. And I'll send that to you, Synergy, in hopes that I can close this out on
Seaborn.
Yeah, it's a 2/4, 3/4, because it'll get a +1 for being the first time it attacked.
So this is your regular combat phase?
Yeah, this is my actual combat phase. Would have did it a little differently if I remembered that his landfall triggers.
So what gave you what was the
Marog, Fury of Akum. Him
and how do you spell that? M-A-R?
Moraug. Fury of Akum.
Each creature that's your main phase. That's pretty busted.
He came in the pre-con. It's insane. I'm like, I've never seen a card like this before. I want to put him in Cloud.
That's a good one. Yeah, it'd be great in Cloud.
It was just if I remembered that his trigger, his come after, I would have went to combat, attacked, then did his thing.
I don't think I can do anything. No. That should do it.
All right. On your death, or before, or in response to your death, in response to the combat damage, I guess. I'm gonna tap 2 and 3, and I'm going to cast Repeal, targeting Lightning Greaves, because that's the only thing that I can get through, that I have the mana to get through, so that I can draw a card. It just returns Lightning
Cool.
Greaves to his hand.
Yeah, won't change anything.
No, and then he dies. Then you go to second main.
Yep.
So giving everything double strike or playing the Venerald's Disc and untapping the Venerald's Disc to then blow everything up. See, it's so many outlets.
So my goal for you was I was going to repeal your commander on your turn to stop you from being able to attack me and kill me. And then when you replayed your commander afterwards, before it went through, I was going to Corrosion Grip one of your triplicate damage to try to give me another turn.
Okay, yeah. If I would have been able to attack you with the trample and gone lethal, then I could have played the disc and untapped it and then cracked
Yeah.
it to get rid of all his stuff.
Yeah.
But
I would have actually allowed the disc to go through because I literally have not had anything all game. All right.
GG.
So you doing anything on your second main?
No, I'm passing.
Okay. So time to lose the game. Because I just do not have land or anything. Speaking of land, command tower. Yeah, so I don't even have enough mana to cast my commander. So okay, so you win the game. There's nothing else I can do. That being said,
Yes. Yeah, because I was about to untap.
Freed from the Real, Penman's Aura have been in my hand since before he blew up the board. If he did not blow up the board when he did, then I would have had infinite mana. And I was planning on repealing something to draw cards to try to get an outlet for that infinite mana. It wouldn't have mattered because I didn't draw into any of my outlets, but
Yeah. Hey, us hobbits like, play with little needles, just jabbing you in the back. As long as you do that.
My bad. We was
Beautiful.
having a whole moment going on, but yeah, I was supposed to untap with you, and
yeah,
yeah, if
doesn't
you didn't
matter.
blow up the board,
I didn't have anything. So, good game, guys. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you
GGs.
for joining me for this.
No
And,
problem.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll see
Sorry
you
about the
guys
few
later.
slip ups for sure.
Yeah, same here.
That's all right. I'll figure out some way to take them out. All right.
I
Thank you
had
guys
one.
so much.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay, guys. So that's that. We have finished the first game. That took a lot longer than I expected for a power level 3. That being said, going through this deck list, like I did earlier, I don't know if I just didn't shuffle it well enough or if I just dropped too many lands. But I didn't hit any of my ramp either. So, like, I've got Cultivate in here, I've got Harrow in here. I didn't hit any of my card draw or nothing. So maybe it was just a bad game. Bad games happen. We'll give it a couple more goes, see how it works, and if that ends up if I have to change things, then it's not too big of a deal, and we can get some more ramp. Because I've got mana rocks, I've got mana dorks, like 27 lands should not be a problem on this deck, but for some reason this game it just seemed to be an issue. That being said, thank you for joining me. Hopefully, like I said, I'm planning on streaming this from here on out. I don't know what I'm going to do about the language filter or anything like that. I may have to figure something out there. Because when you're playing with random people online, you can't really you can't really do anything when it comes to the language wise. If they have slip ups, they have slip ups. There's nothing to do. So that being said, we are done for now, and yeah, I will let you know when I'm going to start streaming. I'm hoping maybe we'll stream a game later today. I got to leave here in a few minutes. I got to go pick up those cards to rework my Yisan deck and get the new precon that I want to run. So if you had an awesome time, if you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more. And I will see you guys again in the next one.